Hey guys, super quick. This is a free consulting session that I'm going to give to you guys where I helped a beginner setter basically refine his strategy and trajectory for his appointment setting career to land a role ASAP and be paid ASAP as a result as well. Now, it's going to blow your mind. It's going to help him out massively too. And it's yours totally for free on YouTube. So if you enjoy what you see, there's also going to be a link down below in the description to book a one-to-one call with me, and I'll run you through exactly how we can build out your 3K to 5K month plus appointment setup roadmap over the next 30 to 90 days or so. Okay, so if that is of interest, links down below, but let's get straight into the video. But mate, with this, let's attack the loom issue right now. Okay, so the fear is coming from you think they're going to judge you from based on how young you look, right?
Yeah, basically.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they don't fucking care, mate.
Yeah. I
They,
guess,
they,
but
they
just
don't they
I
don't
don't
they
know.
don't fucking care. They really don't fucking care, right? So for your benefit, like
Mm,
I know it's quite blunt for me to say that, but like honestly, mate, that belief is making you more poor
mm,
as we speak, mate. They don't
yeah.
fucking care. What they care about, they're not looking to hire you. They're looking to hire someone that can get them calls in the calendar and more clients.
Mm,
However, and which way that comes, they don't give a fuck. They're in pain. They have calls that need to be booked in because their cash and their income is reliant on how many calls they can take in a day. It doesn't matter if it's a fucking 12-year-old boy, mate. Then they need someone to take that off of their hands, otherwise their business dies. They've got a much bigger problem to worry about than having a 16-year-old on their DMs, mate. If you carry yourself well, you articulate yourself well. I'm talking
mm,
to you right now. I can tell you are, mate. Like you're on the call, you seem confident, right? You seem like you can actually string a sentence together. If you're working hard and you've got a bit of skill, mate, they don't care, right? Actually, they prefer it because the other alternatives are what hiring someone who's like what 25, 30, who are going to want
yeah.
who are going to demand more money because they're older, they have more expenses to pay for, right? So
Mm,
that means if you're making like 1.52K a month for setting, would you be pretty pleased with that at 16?
yeah, probably. I just need to get like a first like step. I need to like make that first step into the industry and thing. Once I got one client, I can then leverage that. I can then say to other people, I can then just say, okay, I got this one client, I generated this much revenue, and then yeah, I can use my experience to get more roles. So
Yeah,
yeah.
well, there you go, mate. Well, the first thing you got to do, man, just like I know it's so much easier said than done, but mate, just
Mm,
record some looms and fucking send them. Just be like, mate, first of all, I can't really tell that you're 16. I'd say you look more like I
okay.
reckon you get away with saying 18, 19, right?
That's good to know, honestly.
Which is kind of the
Mm,
age range that most setters are anyway. Like, mate, I'm
mm,
22, so
yeah.
I'm only a few years older than the age range they're looking for. But they're not going to ask for your passport. They're not going to
Yeah.
ask for your birth certificate. They don't care. Like, if they say you look too young, but like, yeah, I look too young, but like, I'm gonna get like if I can fix the problem for you consistently, right,
Hmm.
without you to fucking touch me, I'll just get the job done. Is my age going to matter? If calls are flooding your calendar, you're making more money as a result of hiring me, and I'm not going to ask you for a bomb either because I am young, right? Would you complain? It's like,
Yeah,
oh,
no.
are we here to judge my age, or are we here to book calls in your calendar? You just got to have that. Just like they want that confidence in someone, right?
Mm,
Like they would opt in for someone for a 16-year-old who is disciplined and willing to work and has a base level skill already. They'll opt in for that because they'll know that, for example, you're not going to demand 5 grand a month because you don't have a family to pay for like other setters that might be older, right? They're going to know that
yeah.
like, oh, this guy's going to actually be an asset to my business because he's younger, he's got less commitments that he has like the time you can put in a day is going to be so much different compared to someone who has a family that they have to provide for because you're 16. Well, yeah, well, I am young. You're definitely right. That means I've got all of the time in the world and all the work ethic in the world. And I'm not going to ask for 5, 10 grand a month. I'm just going to say, look, let's fix this problem, right? And let's get it fucking done. So you need to lean into it. It actually is an asset
Mm,
because you're going to be a cheaper asset to them because they know that you're not going to ask for like 3K a month. Like let's say you're making two or paper, they're paying you per sale mainly anyway. Depends on the role you're in. You might get a base salary or a pay per appointment. If you get per sale, it's like they have no risk bringing anybody on because you're getting paid per sale. So it doesn't actually matter who they bring on. With a
mm,
hire, mate, honestly, with a hire, let's say, for example, like I don't need a setter at the moment, but let's say I did need one and I was talking to you. The first thing I'd be thinking wouldn't be this guy looks too young. It would be what can this guy do? How does he present himself? How does he talk? For example, you look like you're in shape. Do you go to the gym?
yeah, I do. Yeah.
That's good. Lean into that. I know this is going to sound super weird, but on Looms and Zoom meetings, sit there like just with your arms like that. Like I go to the gym as well. You can tell it's like that that shows character that you're disciplined. Like
Mm.
it indirectly and subconsciously shows this guy doesn't sit around his ass wanking and eating donuts all day. He goes to the gym. He's in fucking Greece. He's 16. He's ambitious. He's willing to work hard and he can articulate himself well. And I'm not gonna have to pay him a bomb because he's young. Mate, you have like this whole 16-year-old thing is actually a good thing. It's more reason to make more Loom videos. It's more reason to reach out more. So
Mm.
right? That's the only fucking thing, man. That's like just start sending looms. A couple of things when you do go to create them as well. Don't make them in portrait, like your phone's portrait right now. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Don't record them like this. Don't record them evergreen and copy and paste. Record them either in a landscape or get on
Hmm.
your laptop if you have one and record
Yeah.
a with a presentation going through who you are and how you can help their business and make it personalized to them. Even if that just means saying their name and recording it individually for each person, it will take longer, it'll be more frustrating, but you'll get way more responses because you put personalization in there. They'll reciprocate that, the fact that you put in that effort, they'll reciprocate that because of the human reciprocity bias. For example, if I do something for you, you're more likely to do something for me in return. It's just human reciprocity bias. Their idea of reciprocity for you, personalizing things, is giving you a
Mhm.
response. When you get a response, you can work off the back of that, right? So immediately, right, do it in like a nice background like that. Nothing where they can put, but you got to think with your background and your on your loom. Let's say I'm recording a loom right now. Think to yourself all the time, is there something in the background they can point out and judge me on in the first 3 seconds? Like, because somebody will see like a Muhammad Ali poster and go, "This guy's a that's when they will go, this guy's a fucking child," right? Or no,
Yeah.
maybe let's say you got a poster of like you know, you know, I'm talking about something weird, or there's dirt
Mm.
on the wall, or there's a picture of it, like a GTA 5 poster, something like that. And you know, the one with the girl's got her tits out.
Yeah.
You know, like if you had that
Mm.
on the wall, then they go, yeah, this guy's not a good fit. Compared to like now, you can't really see anything. Let's say you were a higher ed.
Hmm.
Is there anything you can point out and go, oh, I don't like that. That guy's not good.
Yeah.
You can't
Yeah,
see
you're
it.
right. Yeah, nothing.
I've got like a hanging wardrobe thing there. That actually, this here is the bathroom. So actually, what I might do is go, I might shut the door because they might think, oh, that's a bit weird leaving the bathroom door open on camera. Like you got to think so. Like I can't think of anything right now of your background. It's just a white wall, something on the shelf, and a door. It's like I can't pick anything out, right? So that's the background you need. Then do it landscape, so not portrait, because people honestly they will look at a portrait video and not watch it because they hate watching portrait videos. Because as well with this, you know, YouTube thumbnails.
Yeah.
Yeah, like a YouTube thumbnail, you know, like show
Hmm.
before you watch the video. On Loom, when you send a Loom, it will pick a random thumbnail through the video. And if you do a portrait video of you going like that, it could do a freeze frame of you like, and you look stupid, and they'll go, "I'm not watching that." But you got to think, what can I eliminate for them to see and judge me on in the first 3 seconds? What can I do that's going to allow me to, prevent that from happening? And then just fucking rip loads of them, mate. Just say, "Hey James," say their name, personalized for each individual. By the way, congrats on running the London Marathon. I'm actually looking to do it next year. Something that shows you took time to look at their profile and just send at least 30 of those per day. Take 2 or 3 hours to do it. It'll take time, but you'll get better results. When I mentor people, I say do 30 per day with those frameworks that I told you there. By the way, in the mentorship, it's like that's just surface level what I gave you there.
Hmm.
I say do 30 per day for 30 days straight, right? So it's the 30 by 30 rule that I call it. Mate, if you don't land a role within a month, like it's basically impossible. If you do that framework, what I just told you there, and then you do 30 per day in a specific niche that you picked, I'd recommend something like a wealth, like either BizOp, how to start a business, or
Hmm.
business owners get more clients, one of those niches. And you send 30 of those applications out per day and you're confident with camera and you do it personalized and you do it for a month straight, it's fucking impossible not to land a role. It just is. Because you got to think about it. That's like a 0.1% or like no, like a 1%. I don't know what it is. It's like a minimal percentage of people that you message per day. You only need one person to say yes. You message 1,000 people in a month, basically 900,000 people. All you need is one person to say yes. So you're down a roll
Yeah.
of doing that, right? So mate, go and do that, land a role, get paid, and then come to me and we'll make you fucking more money.
Yeah, just a few more questions I'd like to ask you. Obviously, I don't want to waste your time, so
Yeah,
I'll
mate,
be quick, honestly.
that's fine.
Um, yeah, first thing, the niche I chose was kind of, I don't know, it's kind of a bit niche, but it's like, basically, I go to people selling courses on YouTube, and like specifically anything related with like SMA or finance or anything, and then basically through YouTube. I then find the handle and then I contact them and yeah, I basically send them the video. So
Good.
is that like a good niche to work in or not really?
What
Would
people
you say?
people running courses,
Yeah, on YouTube, yeah.
they're one of the best ones to do
Hmm.
because, for example, mine's mentorship, but it comes with a course as well, right? But I do one-to-one, so it's that bit better. But there's so many people selling a course now, man. So you're never going to be short of leads to work with. And yeah, basically in a nutshell, yeah, it's perfect, man. Just run with that,
Hmm.
right?
Yeah.
What do these guys actually want? Do they want calls in the calendar, or do they want more? They want a lower sharp rate and a higher PIF rate, which means paying full. If you don't know, I'm sure you do.
Hmm.
Yeah, like a higher
Yeah.
low show rate, and clients don't complain. Clients are always paying full, always show up to the call qualified, and don't complain and give sick results and actually do the work. It's like, look, how about I don't say to you that I'm a setter? How about I tell you that I'm the guy that's going to fix your show rate bottleneck, and then he gets you clients on the calendar that will pay in full and don't fucking complain in the program about not getting results. You know, something like that. It's like every other setter you're competing with now, mate, your age especially. It's like, yo, bro, looking for a setter. Like, no, it's not going to work. And also, don't ever send your loom in the first message either, because it looks like because you send it as a link and it goes into the message requests, right? It's going to look like like they can't click it until they accept the message anyway, and it looks untidy. So
Mm.
you're going to do Instagram, lead with a question, or say your pitch in the first message. Say, oh, by the way, I can send over a quick loom if you want to see it. Get them to say yes, and then when they say yes, then you send it because then they will watch it. They won't just watch it from the first message.
Hmm. Yeah. Also, I'd like to ask as well. Um, let's say when you're trying to make an offer, yeah, like should you say, okay, I'll work for free until I don't know, I make money, I make this and this amount, or should you just say, okay, look, I'm gonna be consistent, but like there's no sort of okay, first week or 2 weeks free. Like, should you put that in or not really?
No, no, because people are more afraid
Mm.
of than they are of paid. Like this is how it is now. People hate the idea of free when they do a paid. It's like free trial, which is like, it's better to say work on commission, right? And pay on results
Hmm.
only. Look, I'm this setter that's going to blow your mind and fix your show rate bottleneck and only get you clients basically paying full all the time. And by the way, look, I'm going to do all of this. I'm not going to ask for a penny until you get paid, right? This is completely pay on results, pay on performance. So I want to prove myself, show that it works, and then we can talk finances. But I want to prove myself first. Just say it like that. Like if you
Mm.
like rather than doing 2 weeks free, oh, I'll do a free trial. It looks quite it looks like you're not very confident in yourself, right?
Mm. Yeah.
So look, I'm the best setter in the world, for example, right? Or don't actually say that, but I'm just saying the point.
Hmm. Of course,
I'm
yeah.
the best setter in the world. I can do X, Y, Z, right? And on top of that, as an addition, on top of what I can already do for you, I'm only going to get. I'm not going to even ask to get paid until you get paid. Like you only win if I do. Sorry, I only win if you do. Meant the other way around, right? Don't ever go, I could do a 1 month free trial. It looks desperate. It looks like you're not very confident yourself. You got to
Hmm.
back yourself and then add that as a cherry on top.
Hmm. Could
They
you
care.
actually explain? Yeah, go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say that they care more about who you are and your character rather than your experience, right?
Hmm.
But like beginners like yourself, mate, I know you're not necessarily beginners, you've been doing it 2, 3 months.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
Beginners like yourself, they
Hmm.
they they limit themselves by, oh, I'm only a beginner. Like, are they gonna not want to hire me? Mate, they don't care. Mate, my
Hmm.
first ever second role, I hit 5K a month because I was a complete beginner. Mate, I was worse than you. I had no, mate, I was a crippling introvert. I couldn't look girls in the eyes. I landed the role because the guy liked me. Right? The guy, he was like, you're coachable. I like it what he's like, I like what you're about. Because I was 18, 19 years old and I was already like, I was already starting the gym. I was doing self-improvement. I wasn't drinking.
Hmm.
I cut out all my friends. I broke up with my girlfriend. That was toxic for me. I didn't smoke, drink, do drugs or anything like that. And I was telling him about my ambitions and my goals and stuff. And he was like, mate, like, are you willing to do what I say? Because he was the sales manager. He was like, are you willing to just do what I say? Like, you willing for me to just coach you? Like, you willing to take on advice and feedback and just follow processes? I was like, yeah. He was like, well, then you're on board. He was like, I need someone who hasn't got an ego and is doing these things. And the fact that I was already doing these things previously, the fact that I was already going to the gym, I was already trying to improve myself, even as a crippling introvert, the fact that I was trying to showed my character traits of who I'd become in the future, right? So then he was like, look, mate, that's all I need to see. He's like, are you willing to learn? He wanted to see what I was about as a person because then that can slot in really nicely. If you come in with an ego thinking you're better than everyone, really confident, that can hurt you actually, really, if you do it the wrong way, because then they're going to go, this guy doesn't give a fuck and he's just thinking about himself. They want someone that they can mold into their way. Because here's the thing, regardless of your experience, they're going to
Hmm.
retrain their SOPs anyway. They don't care. It's like, oh, I've got 100K cash collected on this offer. Yeah, I don't care. I'm going to retrain into my processes anyway. That helps. But the script you were using for that offer where you did 100K is not going to be the same as the one here, right? It's a completely different niche. It's a completely different sales cycle, right? It's a completely different lead source as well, right? This and it's a completely different model as well. It's not this isn't B2C anymore. This is B2B. The
Hmm.
sophisticated. You got to train, like it doesn't matter. So they're going to have to tell you and retrain you anyway. So the experience thing shouldn't limit you. Sorry, man, I'm going on a bit of a tangent. What was the other
No, it's
question?
okay. Yeah, I was asking like when you're doing the loom, do you actually explain the process of appointment setting, or do you just assume they know already?
They already know. If you're doing it with a business, here's the thing, right? People that can hire setters and
Mm,
actually do fundamentally need a setter, right? They, like, for example, they got loads of leads and they can't handle them.
mm,
They know what it is, mate. They know what appointment setting is. You haven't got to like, unless they've been living under a rock, or unless you're targeting a niche that's really like a rare niche. Like if you're doing online business owners, online coaches and
mm.
products, mate, they all know what it is. Everybody, you don't have to go, look, this is what appointment setting is. You have leads, I can book them into calls. No, you don't need to do that, man. You just need to say, look, I'm an elite setter. Here's what I can do for you.
Yeah,
On top of that, as a cherry on top, I'm on performance only. So I can say these things and back it up because I'm not asking to get paid first. So that's how you know that what I'm saying is true because I'm not even asking for upfront payment. I'm asking for results. That's how I can prove to you that I actually am that guy. You just lean into it. So cherry on top, by the way, the reason why I back myself, the reason why you should have confidence with me is because I'm not going to get paid unless you do. So I have no incentive to say these things, right? Somebody that is saying those things normally is saying
hmm,
that they want to get an upfront cash payment to try and get that first hit. They're using it as leverage to try and get that upfront cash. But you're having that same confidence and then putting your money where your mouth is by saying, by the way, I could do all of this for you. And on top of that, cherry on top to make it a no-brainer for you. I don't even want to get paid until you do, just to prove myself. Just frame it like that.
yeah. Also, let's say when it comes to Instagram, like your perception of Instagram is quite important. So like, do you think I should wait until do you think yeah, wait until I get like maybe 100, 200 followers and like build it up, or do you think I should just start sending outreach?
Buy them, buy them. You can get like 1,000 for 10 quid. You can buy them online for £10. Just don't fuck around with that, mate. If you're trying to
Okay.
build if you're trying to actually build an organic brand, if that's what you're
Mm,
trying to do, then don't buy them because it will fuck up your account. But if you're just doing outreach and using the account just for outreach, then buy followers. But if you want to do it from your personal one, you might build a personal brand and record content in the future. Keep that as a separate account, but then keep your outreach to the other account where you bought followers. Because, mate, or like starting a brand from scratch in a niche like this, like, mate, I have just under 2,000 followers on Instagram. Do you know how long that's taken me to build? Like, is
yeah,
it
no.
not like it can either be like an exponential spike like that straight away, or it can be a slow burner, right? So no, I'd say buy 1,000 followers, get verified on Instagram as well. It's like 12 quid a
Mm,
month. You need it for 1 month anyway if you're doing the 30 by 30 rule, right?
yeah,
Uh, and then from there, just use what you can of it, right? Like 1,000 followers, you're verified, so it looks you stand out in the message requests. Keep your following to, I don't know, a couple of hundred people that are in your niche.
yeah.
There's a weird noise going on in the. Oh, it's outside. Yeah, keep it to a couple hundred followers that are in your niche. Don't be following like like models and
Some
stuff.
random Indian, yeah, or
Yeah,
anything.
and then don't put anything incriminating on there, like you
Mm,
weed at the club or whatever, like or doing drugs or whatever, or you with your mate in Zante and you got your hand around him and you're drunk and you've got coke on your nose. Like, mate, you'd be surprised that people actually do that and still think they can land setting roles. Keep it nice, professional, sophisticated, and again with the Loom video, don't put anything on there that they can point out in the first 3 seconds and go, because this is what will happen. This is what will happen, honestly. They'll get these applications. They will judge you in the first 3 seconds. In your first 3 second window, right? They subconsciously will be looking, how can I disqualify this guy? You got to think, so with your Instagram as well, don't put anything on there that's going to make them think wanker, right? You could be putting like, I don't know, don't be reposting Andrew Tate reels, right? Don't be
mm,
um, giving your comments on what you think about Donald Trump. Don't be saying stuff like, oh, women about it. You know, I talk don't just
Yeah.
as something where it's completely neutral. They can't fault it with confidence and volume, and you'll be fine.
Yeah, that's mostly it. Yeah.
Cool, man. Is that all the questions you have?
Hmm.
Right. All right, thanks for watching. And again, if you want to go much deeper, right, because we can, I've been doing setting for well above 2 years now. I've seen close to 200K in commissions, and I still do it to this day. And I've worked with clients like Charlie Morgan and William Brown. If you want my personal one-to-one help, right, to help you land a 3K to 5K month setting role in as little as the next 30, 60, 90 days, right, there's gonna be a link down below in the description to book a call with me, and I'll run you through exactly how I can help you do that.